Not today, juvenile. No. Whenever that song drops, you can't help but assume the position and back that thing up. Hi, welcome to Edu-Take. My name is Shredda, and this channel is all about dissecting the U.S. education system through media. So if you're interested in content like this, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you're a part of the EduLite family. Today we're going to recap Abbott Elementary Season 3, Episode 1. I'm so glad that this show is back on air. It's been a long 5 months. It's a new school year at Abbott, and the teachers and administration are gathering for a meeting. We see Janine, who is dressed incredibly sharp. I'm talking, she has her hair laid, eyebrows threaded, lashes on fleek with a new fit because she now works for the district. Come on, pay raise. Ava, who is known for being off the wall and laissez-faire, decides to become a better principal by none other than stealing Harvard's Wi-Fi to get her degree in education via Education Connection. And with the new season brings new district leadership in town, and Manny wants to build goodwill by bringing Abbott smartboards and iPads and learning apps. Obviously, Melissa and Barbara are not buying it. So 5 months earlier on a development day at Abbott Elementary, Janine has this great idea to have a career day, as it would be a great way to expose the students to careers. And this impressed the new folks at the district, particularly Manny, who wants to learn more. Career days in elementary schools are pretty valuable. It gives students, especially young students, a sneak peek into a wide array of careers. I think it's also a great chance to meet people in all sorts of professions, which is also really eye-opening. And these professionals can turn into role models, showing younger students that no matter where they come from, there are endless paths that they can take. Plus, it connects what they're learning in school into the real world, making lessons feel more relevant. Manny is so impressed with Janine that he offers her the Robeson Fellowship, where she can bring her ideas to life, not just only at Abbott, but also other schools in Philadelphia. As mentioned in her deep dive, she embodies academic optimism by having belief in herself as a teacher, her trust in parents and students, and always keeping the focus on learning. But then it also comes at a cost, right? Because she loves teaching. And taking this fellowship would also result in not having that direct access to her classroom. So she seeks out advice from Jacob and Barbara as they encourage her to do it because they know that she would be a great fit. One funny part throughout the episode is because of Ava's new education degree, we no longer see a laissez-faire Ava. We see a strict Ava, a new and improved Ava that consists of banning Barbara of teaching cursive and books that are not strictly tied to the curriculum. She even tells the teachers that there's no free periods, but everyone will be volunteering for lunch duty. The Abbott crew is fed up and they're looking for a new way to get the old Ava back because we know that money, being bribed to skip work, not even Gregory's sexually muscles could turn her. But you know what could? Nothing but a flashback to a song taking over the 99 and the 2000s. So flash forward to present day, we see Janine coming in and things are a little tense between her and Gregory. Ava gives us the tea by putting cameras in Gregory's class where Janine confesses that she still has feelings for Gregory and she is open to trying to be more than friends. Gregory kills us by telling Janine that he had put a period on it and had moved on. And you know, the secondhand embarrassment and heartbreak that I felt. It can be so hard to put yourself out there. But I also don't buy him moving on from Janine. Because did you see the way he was looking when he saw Manny approach her? Career day is approaching, and Janine is telling the teachers what professions they will be placed with. It's cool that she places the teachers in professions that she knows that the teachers are interested in. For example, Mrs. Howard getting a cosmetologist, Melissa getting a marketing professional from the Philadelphia Eagles because she loves sports, Jacob getting Mr. Johnson, Gregory getting a botanist because he's really interested in gardening. But I'm also just curious, like, where is student voice incorporated in this? I think there's like a misconception that oftentimes because kids can be so young, they don't necessarily know what they want. Career day is here and it's going seemingly well. But all of a sudden, all the teachers and the students are running because they want to see none other than Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Hurts' 90 R&B fine ass self on the screen. Not Jalen Hurts mistaken Janine as a student. As someone who often gets mistaken as a high school and or college student, I feel the struggle. Janine is resourceful and figures out how to take the kids back into their rooms with their teachers so Jalen can talk to all the students at once. And during this, Melissa's boyfriend decides to throw in a Hail Mary and gets Jalen Hurts to be a part of the proposal.
Marry me. No.
She makes the tough decision that it would be best for them to break up as she does not want to get married again. A failed proposal and a breakup the same day? Melissa is a savage. Typical Janine thinking that the career day was a failure, but her colleagues are very impressed for how off the cuff she's able to improvise, and also are impressed because a star visit from Jalen Hurts can cure all mishaps. So she stops by Gregory's class and they catch up on the day. It's giving me sentimental feels from the previous seasons, and their chemistry, despite her working at another place, is still palpable. I think it's gonna be like a Pam and Jim situation with the slow burn, but Quinta, stop playing with us. The first episode of season 3 did not disappoint. It was funny, great new additions that have me thinking. I don't know what it is, but I don't know how long Janine is gonna be working at the district. I can't put my finger on it, but something about this new district team feels fishy, especially Manny and his mannerisms. Like his fake smile, his lack of experience in education, because I do feel like you have to have some type of cachet going into the field. You can't just be working at the district with no experience. But also his quick ability to rope Janine in this fellowship has me feeling a little on ease. One thing that I love about Abbott is the comedy, of course, but also just the relatability of things that often happen in education, and just like the slight commentary that happens in the field today. For example, like how many times in our American public schools have we seen a new district come in and there's an overhaul in schools closing, teachers being laid off, etc., which also kind of reminds me of this big theme that I was thinking about is just like, what is the role of the collaborations between schools and districts? Because as resourceful as Janine is, I think I was a little bit surprised that she didn't loop in and collaborate with the teachers and staff at Abbott to help them plan the career day. Because oftentimes when you're removed from direct service such as teaching, I think oftentimes the best people that can have those initiatives run smoothly are the students, the staff, and the admin. I think one way to ensure buy-in is making sure that the principal is on board, which we know Ava usually isn't. I'm really thinking about doing a deep dive on Ava, specifically the role of school leadership and how that can make or break a school. I also wanted to give some tips for educators out there who are looking to plan a career day or might have a guest speaker come in. Try to make sure the guest speaker can explain their job and concepts in a manner that is appropriate for the grade level. Which reminds me of the second thing, making sure that the guest speaker has like a hands-on activity that showcases their profession. And I think that's definitely helpful when it comes to younger kids. I loved how the cosmetologist at Barbara's classroom had the students playing with mannequins and using mannequins to apply makeup, which helps that real-world connection. Incorporating student voice in some questions. There's nothing worse when you have a guest speaker come in and lecture so much to where the students get bored. So maybe taking some time before class or after class for your students to come up with questions. And sometimes the students are just shy, but I think just opening yourself up as a guest speaker to pose questions, I think students will be more comfortable. Which also reminds me, one way that they can continue the career day is maybe doing a lesson afterwards, thinking about what they learned during the guest speaker visit and kind of incorporating some reflection. What's your prediction for the next episode? And as I'm filming this, I just read that they got renewed for season 4. Yes. Looking forward to reading your comments, Edulates.